Hey Virgos, welcome back. Thank you so much for being a part of my Patreon community. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. This is intended to be a crisis reading for the month of August. So if you feel like you're going through a crisis, hopefully this reading can at least point you in the direction of where you need to look, or at least show you what's going on beneath the surface. If you feel like you want to dig deeper, you can always book a personal reading. Check your other signs to see extra insight, or to get extra insight or see different angles to the story, to help you feel more complete with your message. Let's go ahead and get into your reading, Virgos. We're going to look at 3 cards. The first card is where you need the most self-awareness for your ego's growth. The second card is where you need to ask for help from others in order to connect with the collective consciousness. And the third card is how you can become one with the collective consciousness. Those may be the most difficult energies to harness. We'll also take a look at the overall theme of the reading, which is the significator at the bottom of the deck. I'm using the Sacred Destiny Oracle. However, you can use the major arcana of a tarot deck if you want to try this at home. Simplicity is your card. Oh, Virgos. Simplicity. Making things simple, keeping it simple, keeping it easy. That could be the challenge right now. All right. Simplicity is your card. Let's look at the Sacred Destiny, which is Sacred Landscape, which will be read separately as a white feather. The Sacred Landscape wants you to know to find a sacred simplicity, and have clarity in your life. Do only what matters. Release everything else. We know Virgos can do too much sometimes, and I think that's part of what stresses you out. If you are taking on too many things and you're not doing only what's in your immediate environment, the most dire, that can be adding some unnecessary stress to your life. Okay. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. That means not thinking about things that are not important right now, or that you can't do anything about right now. Clearing that mental clutter, because you are ruled by Mercury. You are a very cerebral sign. So there's a lot of mental activity going on. So you have to dismiss thoughts that are invasive or intruding, messing up your peace or throwing you off your groove or distracting you from actually accomplishing the task that you can tend to at the moment. Relinquish everything else. So only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there is no room for spirit. There is too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. All right. The first card is pleasure. Ooh, I like. So there's something that you need to do just to feel good, to have fun. Luscious Meadow is the sacred landscape. And this sacred landscape wants you to know, savor your life, each and every part of it. Take pleasure in slowing down and experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale the scents of the world around you. Enjoy the colors and textures of your life. This is truly a stop and smell the roses card. Embrace your sensuality. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life. Allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment with verve. And radiant energy will flow through you in all directions of your life. So it's just like, if you go into things with the intention of, if this doesn't feel good, I'm out, you're going to experience so much more pleasure in your life. If you only, obviously, you don't want to just like dismiss everything that isn't immediately comfortable, because sometimes there could be pleasure in things where they don't seem like they will be at first. So you need to be a little bit open, but give things an opportunity. If it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel positive, if it doesn't feel like it's good for you, because sometimes things that feel good for you don't necessarily or things that feel positive and feel good for you are uncomfortable in the moment. So Use your discernment. But let that be your guide. That is the challenge. Not just doing things for simple productivity, but doing things for the simple purpose of, I just want to see what happens, or this could be fun. So this is your opportunity to play. And I think you should do things that feel good, experience new things, try new things, and just slow down, really stop and smell the roses, and allow life's experiences to guide you and show you what maybe you have been missing out on. The second card is where you need to ask for help from others. Illumination is the card. This is it's kind of dark. I like it. I think all of the photos on these cards are beautiful. However, the mist rising on Alpine Lake, that's subjective. That's what I was going to say. However, that's subjective. I just saw 555 as I looked up, so there could be lots of changes and shifts coming into your life. The upward spiraling mist rising on the mountain suggests that there is that those in the realm of spirit, your spirit protectors, ancestors, and guardians, are close at hand, assisting you on your upward journey of illumination. They are protecting you and supporting you. Your spiritual life is expanding by leaps and bounds, even if you can't see what's ahead. Spirit is close at hand. If you draw this card, trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see and what you think, and you will be guided in wondrous directions. I'll read this last part again. Trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see and what you think. Allow your intuition to guide you. Spirit is trying to allow you to connect to your feminine energy. I find that that's a common theme in these readings as well. If you have it Leo placements, you may want to watch that reading as well. Or if you're a Virgo that's close to Leo season, you may want to watch that reading. Not being a cuss, but you may still have some of those energies lingering, because that's just how it works. You're being guided to learn how to use your spiritual compass, your emotional compass, your intuitive compass, and it requires you to leave that analytical right brain, or am I saying that right? Your analytical brain. Let that rest and let your intuition guide you. So the third card here is miracles. Miracles. Being open to allowing these miracles to happen. Not having the control, not being in control, not orchestrating every little detail. That could be the challenge here. Let's read more. Double rainbow is the name of this sacred landscape. The storms of the past are passing and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, invest in your career, or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. No matter what has happened in the past, believe that your life is guided. I think it may just be because you're so practical and so cerebral. It just might be very difficult for you to, in a good way, to grasp the miracles that have happened by this change and transformation. Like if you start to look back over everything that has transpired, you may just be wowed and in awe of the way spirit has moved through your life and the way things have changed and the miracles that have come into your life. And it might be like mind-blowing for you, even because if you think about it, like you want to try to explain it to someone, and it's like, wow, I can't even tell you how this came into fruition, but it did, and it's amazing. And I think you'll just have so much awe, and there's going to be so many experiences that are inexplainable, and that you will just have special moments with spirit that only you and spirit understand, which is very, very beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this entire spread with the tarot. Again, if you want to do the spread by yourself at home, you can use the Major Arcana deck. Just the portion of the deck that is the Major Arcana is what you're supposed to use. However, I'm clarifying, so I'm going to use a full deck. This situation is definitely going to give you a new perspective. Spirit is trying to allow you to step into your Empress energy, your divine feminine energy, to nurture yourself. This is an energy of creation. You may be a mother, you may be giving birth to something, but you might just be birthing a new you, a new version of you, allowing a new level of creativity to emerge through you. This is Venus energy, which is pleasure, which is love. So you may need to just explore what feels good for you in order for you to truly harness this Empress energy. But that is what Spirit is trying to get you to ascend to. There's going to be a new outlook on life. Your entire perspective is going to shift. You're going to have new ideas, new mindsets, new thoughts with this air energy. The King of Swords also, I think, shows like how stubborn you are with your mind, how you think, but also that's transforming, but it's going to strengthen your mind even more. The way you look at things, the way you see things, you'll have a more mature and more widened perspective and view on the entire world. And I think you're going to go through all of these changes very quickly, because this is the very beginning of the suit and the very end of the suit. So I feel like your mind is advancing pretty quickly, which makes perfect sense because you're a mercurial sign. And I think as long as you allow pleasure to guide you, you'll understand and you'll like crack the code and you'll start to get it into logically, you'll start to understand how it works and how to get out of your own way and how to allow Spirit to guide you, how to allow your intuitive guidance to take over, so on and so forth. Illumination. I'm going to revisit this card's meaning real quick. Yes, your spirit guides are close. So I think you are needing to ask for assistance. The Six of Pentacles is here with the Tower card. And I think you're needing to ask for help. But if you're very stubborn and you are like refusing to ask for help, that could require for things to happen without you having any control and you being unhappy with that. Because the Tower card can be just abrupt. And it can throw you off your guard and knock you off your game. But it can also make you aware of where your foundation was faulty or where you needed to work on things. And I think if you just ask for Spirit to assist you and to show you, and also are open to things, like maybe you're not in control, but it's like, okay, I need help with this task, and this task. But I don't like the way they do things, and I don't know about this person. This is kind of shady, but it's like, are they doing a good job? Is it taking it off your plate? Is it getting done? Is it getting done correctly? And then just let it go. And the more you're open to Spirit coming in to assisting you, providing you with assistance. And this is also this could be like charity. This could be favors. Being open to receiving the gifts from others you may need to offer in order to receive and step into that give and take with the universe. But I think it is important to ask for help and to assist and help others where you can, to avoid things being abruptly shaken up with this Tower card. That's a Mars energy that can just bring a lot of destruction if you are not careful and if you're not open to giving and receiving as you should be, or if there are certain favors that Spirit is trying to offer you and you don't take them. That could come back to bite you in the behind and cause you later problems. So just be mindful of that. And again, listen to the guidance of Spirit and your intuition. With the miracles being here, I think you're becoming more self-aware. You're starting to see yourself. You're learning from your past mistakes. And you're forgiving yourself with the Three of Swords here. The Judgment card is Pluto energy. So you are going through a change or transformation. I think Spirit has gotten your attention. And you start to see yourself in maybe a way that other people have tried to explain to you how they see you, and now you start to get a more holistic and well-rounded view of yourself. And if this is also a forgiveness, there may be a second opportunity for something to come back around where you get a second chance to do something over or to redeem yourself. But also I think you're getting just redemption internally. You're healing by forgiving yourself. And like this old wounds of the Three of Swords, it's like you start to understand why certain experiences happen the way they did, why there was pain, why you may still experience pain. And I feel like this opens your healing. It's a catalyst for your healing to happen, as long as you're honest with yourself and self-aware, and you are, I feel like this is thankful, like being thankful as well. But this represents some type of awakening. It does bring up old wounds. There could be some shadow work taking place here, but I think ultimately there's some healing happening. Let's go ahead and pull some crystal cards for you. I'm sorry, Virgos. Just kidding. Let's get some crystals for you. Crystals for Virgos based on the spread. Thank you. Bismuth. And vanadinite. Vanadinite. Selenite is right on top. Another great crystal for clearing your energy and connecting with spirit. Getting a clearer channel. Bismuth, your first card, your first crystal. An iridescent crystalline metal with a stair-step structure that forms when liquid bismuth cools. Bismuth's energy is focusing, conductive, and awakening. Who needs it? The easily distracted, burners, people who are very bored. And I don't think you're bored. I just think you need some newness, some goodness, some juiciness, some fun, some excitement. Where to put it? On your desk in Silicon Valley and in your utility belt in Black Rock City. When to use it for those looking for some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill. Lie on your back and take 10 or 100 or 1,000,000 powerful breaths through your mouth with bismuth placed on your forehead. Then break out of tired gray thought patterns and get en route to a more colorful, energized life. Rewrite your code with rainbows. Absolutely. I think you do need to be creative. And you need to create a new routine, develop a new routine that involves creativity in order for you to release the burdens and the stress of your past situation. You need to explore your creativity and look for new opportunities that allow you to let those things go. You could be in a place right now where you just kind of want to give up, but you're very, very close to getting great fortune and expansion in your life. You just have to be creative. You have to open your mind and shift your perspective and allow pleasure to guide you as you are diving deeper into your creativity, your sensuality, your sexuality, doing things that feel good, figuring out what feels good and what doesn't, and just riding that wave. You get to know yourself on a new level, which allows you to see yourself in a way that you never saw yourself before, and heal and forgive yourself. But also, you're so creative that you don't have time to think about anything dull and daunting or that's not positive or that gives you anxiety or stresses you out. You won't have time to think about those things because you're having fun and you're creating and you're building things. And that energy is going to overpower it. There's no way it can be invited into that space. So vanadinite. A playful, geometric, and fiery vanadinite, a mining byproduct often sourced from America's Southwest, forms in orange and red hexagonal-shaped crystals when lead ore oxidizes. Who needs it? Those lacking self-discipline. Where to put it? Vanadinite has a high lead content, so definitely not in your mouth. When to use it? When it's time to live in the moment. When you are the prime audience for a motivational speech, whether it's hard work, making art, or just a bliss out moment free from the mind's ongoing commentary, or an energizing meditation with vanadinite can help knock down whatever stands between you and your happy place. Break through your big blocks. I think these are mental blocks for you. And I think you need to rewrite the way you think about life. And in order to do that, you have to stop thinking. You have to create. You have to get out and do and live And that will automatically transform your mindset and allow you to see, because your higher mind is you are extremely intelligent. You're very analytical and logical. So once you experience it for yourself, once you experience life in a new way, it's going to expand your consciousness and allow you to understand and comprehend the world in a new light and comprehend yourself in a new light. It's going to bring lots of healing and rejuvenation and a new perspective. And ultimately, it's going to lift you out of this funk and allow you to have fun and just not be so worried about all the particulars all the time, and just kind of allow things to just be. So I hope that helps. I enjoyed that reading, Virgo. So thank you for watching and being a part of my Patreon community. Be sure to comment if it resonated with you, and if you want to book a personal reading, check out my website. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, guys.